Tuesday, July the 23rd, 2019. Anachronism number 2883. It's called a Slapstick Autobiography. This should be fun. And narrative in the so-called novel suggests autobiography. Do not roll your eyes before you read what I am saying to you. Before you read the book, I mean to say. We all play along, but with something of a demeaning manner, as if volunteering at a circus, only to realize you are about to be made to perform with a quartet of clowns. Sure, it's entertaining, funny even, but it also reads like it's just a uh, butch schizo writing an extensive diary. Pardon me. This caught my attention. For one thing, everyone lies, at least occasionally. We had no idea where she was going with this, nor which part of her was uttering it, but we had to agree it was true. We even lie to our diaries. Or at least I did. This I seize upon quietly, feeling a pang of the practice in conjunction with a perhaps embarrassing empathy. We all attempt lifetimes, reaching some sort of maturity, but then there's the kid in me because of this everybody lies thing. It can be less and less funny as an actor performing a role, even if comedy is the performer's forte, mostly just slapstick. Such piquant roles are usually my best, I hear myself saying out loud, and it is true. But even our most various roles get more and more confused about which part one actually played. Or one remembers a role and wonders if it was a dark comedic role, a lead in a musical, an overly dramatized love story, a raucous Shakespearean comedy, or The Tempest. None of our gang do any of his tragedies, which means we probably cry real tears more often. Be it the role of a tragicomic Chekhovian uncle or an ingenue that grows so wise during the duration of a mere 3 hours that her only alternative is to slam the door softly behind her family. Whether such a climactic moment in a performance or a lie is an I've had it moment or a moral comeuppance or both, it's the grand lie of the actor, auteur, artist that wakes up one still dark morning somewhere, often near their supposed middle of life, only to wonder, who the heck am I? Well, better people, and if you think my portrayal of these folks as actors are not just a metaphorical stand in for all liars, then it will likely never be of any concern to you anyway. You are a dying breed. But for those who are following me, aren't they just the most exemplified and recognized breed of our confusion confession of or our waking up to never once having an idea of who we are again? Or it is possible that you missed the same point of autobiography as written by wildly diverse characters who lack any consistency and yet fit somehow into one body, and neatly, I might add. Surely you noticed. No wonder the um, no wonder she and Perez are like this. Cross his fingers. But stage directions in a poem, that proves that none of us reading this, and let's just fantasize that a million people do overnight, and the vast majority of those who do read it more than once. Get the point? We are all interchangeable. We've become inconsistent, interchangeable, and we do not recognize the ramifications. That is the minority of you who have the gumption to even understand or read more than a line or two of a newspaper article, much less a poem. So condescending, isn't it? This is why I stick to clowning as much as possible. Self deprecating, but derogatory nonetheless, I suppose. Danny. This is why I stick to clowning as much as possible. There is something very consistent about a clown, so long as he never wakes up and wants instead to become a prosecuting attorney, a computer code writer, or a dermatologist or something. Let the world be filled with vapid, no frills types. This is what stepping into another's shoes can do for you, besides give you blisters. Me, my shoes are about 3 sizes too long. Such is the life of a clown, and I've always got more than one hanky up my sleeve. I can rock around town, terrorizing folks, both children and adults, then head to my job at a party and watch those same kids and those same interchangeable adults laugh themselves into a foamy mouth or a sore throat. When I am down, the last thing I want to do in the morning is put on my clown suit and my oversized shoes and my big red wig and the squeaky ball over my nose, but at least I've the satisfaction of knowing two things. One, who I am every single day, and two, that clowns are the most stable humans in any business, if not in the entire world. Oh, and three, circuses may be full of manure, but they are also and always the stuff from which dreams are made. Is that a good argument?